So welcome to that model. Now, in this model, we're going to be talking about lead generation. Why is it important? No matter how perfect your product is, even if you sell long life and prosperity, if people don't see what you are selling, they can't buy from you. And then I always tell people, making money is easy. You just need to look for people that have that problem and offer solution to them. I'll give you a typical example. This is Mr. John. Let's assume Mr. John is on a sick bed, and then they tell him maybe he has kidney issues, and then they tell him that surgery or kidney transplant is going to cost him 9 million naira, and he has that money. Do you think on his sick bed he's going to be like, I can't take this offer, I'll give him 4.5 million? No, he'll definitely pay because well, he has a problem, they've offered him a solution to it, and then he pays for it. So your work as a salesperson is one, to look for people that have that problem, offer solution to it, give them reasons to buy from you. Simple. And make them feel good by buying from you. Somebody like this now, once the surgery he has paid 9 million naira, the surgery is complete. What would the family say? Thank you, doctor, you saved his life, thank you. Not be like, this thing you did, this place is not this. Provided they've gotten that result, they are happy. So your work now is to connect two of them, make them feel good, and then it's simple as that. It's not good to use medical conditions, but then I hope you guys are getting the example. If this guy has a friend now, a family member that has the same problem, who are they going to recommend? The doctor that did a successful surgery. So the same thing with sales. When you sell to a prospect and then he gets the promised return on investment, he's going to recommend it to more people, making you what? Making him a personal evangelist of your products. Now back to the session for today. We're talking about lead generation. I'm going to break it down. Who is a lead? A lead is simply somebody that is interested in what you are selling. When he's interested, he becomes a lead. The moment he eventually buys, he moves from being a lead to do what? Being a client. Generation is how do we get them? So now the question is, how do we get people that are interested in what we are selling that will eventually turn to buyers? Now there are different ways to do that. The first part is what we call sweat work. Sweat work. Now I'll give you an example of one of Dr. Steven's mentees. She might see this. I think her name is Busayo. She said the very first day, the first client she got, how she got that was that she realized she studied the environment. Now, as a salesperson, you must be very observant. Study your environment first of all. She studied that the character of the wealthy is that every morning they go out to jog just to keep fit. They go out to jog or they go to the gym. So now she started doing that. She kicked up, I think it was in Lekki, she kicked up, dressed nice, scent nice, and then with her headphones, and then she started jogging. And while she was jogging, she exchanged contact with people while she's still on the road. That was how she made her first client. Sweat work. So sweat work simply means going out to network, word of mouth marketing, putting in the effort. Remember in sales, no input means no output. This is a lion. A lion is what? The king of the jungle. Truth, this is his crown. But this king, the fact that he's the king of this jungle does not mean a deer or an antelope will now leave his house and say, okay, you need food today, oh, let's come and sacrifice ourselves for you. That can never happen. So his work now is to go and hunt. As a salesperson, every single day of your life, you must hunt for leads. Because if you don't go and meet them, another person will meet them, meaning you are out of the table. It's as simple as that. So this lion now, for him to continue feeding, for him to continue living long, for him to maintain that his status, he must do what? Hunt for food. So you must hunt for your next sale. Every single day, I tell my staffs in the office, they have to-do lists. Number of leads generated, number of leads follow up on. You must talk to more people. The more people you reach, the more you become rich. The more hands you shake, the more your account shake. It is simple as that. No one will become a billionaire or a millionaire overnight. You must put in the required effort for you to hit those sales targets. Sweat work. Sweat work is broad. One, go for events. go to events, organize webinars, join communities. Network is broad. When it comes to sweat work, the first thing I tell people is go for events. See, there are certain people that you can never meet them online. You have to connect with them physically. For example, if you are trying to connect with the likes of Dangote face to face, it is almost impossible for you to connect with him online. If you shoot him DMs, he's not the one managing his social media handles. But for example, you go for an economic summit like the one they did in Qatar, the CEO of Land Republic, he met with the likes of Tony Elomelu and a couple of big guys. Those type of events, you go there, you can connect with them directly, talk to them. But you do not have that privilege online. So when you go for events, you get to see these people face to face. You get to connect with them directly. I'll give you an example. There's one client I went for YPC Connect in Abuja. It's called Young People's Connect Conference. So that's where young minds, different industries, tech, real estate, different industries like that. We just come, we'll talk, we gain value and all of that. I met this guy, we go talk, we did a lunch session, we bought food together, we sat, we exchanged contacts. That evening, I made a post on my status, and then he was like, okay, he's interested in this particular property. You know, that was his first property, and he bought it from me. The next day, he bought that property. That week, he bought two particular properties for me, one in Abuja, one in Ibadan. That is somebody that I would have never met, assuming I did not go for that event. This is the power of events. Why? Because people that go for certain events are people that are interested in growing. I'll give you an example. There are many times that I go for events or conferences, let me make it conferences, outside my industry. For example, I go for Forex conferences. Now, in that way, I go to meet with people that are already trading Forex. These are people that they have the money. They are looking for where to invest the money. I come in and then they buy. It's simple. Why? Because they are seeing value. Now, all of this is important, Joe, but you must understand that value attracts value. It's not, networking is not about going and exchanging cards. That is not networking. Card is the beginning of it. But for you to be able to maintain that level and for them to be a transaction, there must be what? Exchange of value. It's as simple as that. And then the good thing about value is this. This is sugar here. The moment you drop sugar on the table and then you leave it, ants come. Let's say the first ant come and taste and say, this is sugar. What happens? He goes back and call his team of other sugar ants, and all of them will come and storm you. That's the same thing when you are valuable. Not just one person want to work with you, more people come and talk to you. So first things first, invest in yourself. It's very important. Back to what we are doing. Go for events, organize webinars. This is what they call the Trojan effect. Organize webinars, put your head on a flyer. Do you get? As a newbie, this is one secret that you can use to blow up. Collaborate with people higher than you or in different industries. One secret for that is what we call leverage. That way you can leverage your authority. That way you look way bigger than you actually are. I'll give you an example. When I started out early in my careers in digital marketing and affiliate marketing, then I did a webinar with some of the biggest names in Nigeria then. You might know them. Prominent. This is Mother of All Nation, and then Kenny Okoye. I did a flyer, and then my head was in the middle, two of them on the side. Somebody messaged me, I'm like, bro, how did you manage to get these people? And then from that flyer alone, that person started looking at me like a very, very big boss. It's called leverage authority. These guys are big people in the industry. The fact that I'm now with them makes me look as if I'm also credible. This is why big brands use celebrities to promote their products. Racksteady, for example, they scam people. Why? Because they use Davido. The fact that Davido is someone that is interested about the people, they felt like, okay, if Davido can promote this, then it's not a scam. It's called leveraging. It's simple as that. Now, join online communities. When I started doing high ticket closing, I wanted to start dealing with white folks. I did a whole lot of call with many people in US, UK, and the rest of that. It was through online communities, Facebook groups. I connected with them based on interest level. We were both into high ticket clothes, and then we talk. That period, you see me, I just post a screenshot of me and one white guy on my status. Many people were like, Joe has blown up. Oh. So that is the power of sweat work. Now, word of mouth marketing, this is what they call guerrilla marketing. It means going to talk to people, tell them directly what you do. Because it's also the Jehovah Witness strategy. See, in sales is simple. The loudest noise makes the most sale. A closed mouth is a closed destiny, is a closed pocket. If you don't tell people what you do, they will never buy, they will never know that is you. And the truth about it is that your competitors are not smiling. I was driving around Abuja recently. Every billboard I saw a real estate banner on it. And then I was just saying to myself, an upcoming developer, you have a whole lot of work to do because people are spending massive money into marketing their products. So if what you are selling is legit, then you must also make noise about it. It's as simple as it is. Make noise about what you are selling. Talk to people. It's as simple as that. The next part is what? Gym or high network memberships. I'll explain this part. You see this gym part? This is where you see low key ballers. I say there's a character of the wealthy, they invest in their health. So go to expensive gyms, high fitness gym, go and work out. Why? Even if you don't connect with people, you are building a badass body for yourself, which is also marketing because a good body, somebody wants to network with you also. Do you get? And then you could also take videos or pictures in the gym and post online. That's lifestyle marketing. So it's a win-win. Do you understand? You can really meet. My friend Arab will always say he has closed a lot of deals from the gym. High network membership. There are places that you go to, for example, a polo club. I think then when I wanted to register for a polo club, they told me registration for a year was 1.5 million naira. So if somebody can pay 1.5, some places are higher, some 3 million. Somebody can pay 1.5 to 3 million naira to be hitting golf stick. You should know that that person is not a small person. It's as simple as that. So go to where the rich hang around. Maybe you did not get that. Go to where the rich hang around. Even restaurants too or hotels. Stop eating in buka always. You will never meet the next Dangote in a buka. Do you understand? Spend money on yourself to make money. Go to places like Transcorp. Go to the Jags in Ibadan. Go to Golden Tulip Jericho. Go to VI. Flex. Spend money on yourself. Tickets. Go to the beach. These are places where you see rich people. And then casually say hi to people. Compliment them. Exchange contacts. Do you understand? That is how you meet ballers. So that is that about sweat work. Next part is what? So organic content. Now, this is simply you leveraging traffic source like Instagram and TikTok. When I started digital marketing, I did a video on TikTok. I dropped it. That video got me 11K views and then it got me 800K plus comments. Everybody was like commenting, interested. Now, let's say I converted 10% of this thing. That is 80 people. And 80 people give me 1,000 naira. That's what 800K. No, sorry, yeah, that's 800K. It's as simple as that. So it is very, very important. Leverage. TikTok now is the easiest way to blow up. And then the strategy for this, let me teach you how algorithm works. If more people spend, for example, you drop a 2-minute video, and let's say 100 people see this video, and that 100 people watch the complete 2 minutes. What Instagram or TikTok would think is that this for these people to stay this long, it means this particular video was valuable. So they will now share it to the over 2 billion people that are using their platform. Why? Because they want more people to stay on their platform. See, Instagram, TikTok, all these social media, they are battling for attention. So when they see your video is keeping people on that app, they will share it to more people. Why? Because they want more people to be there. This is why the people like Pella, Jarvis, and the rest, they are blowing up. Why? Because they understand how to grab attention and then money follows attention. I'll give you an example. Pella recently, Headies Award paid him 20 million naira just to stream the event, meaning they'll pay your flight fee. You sit down there, you just carry your phone, just go live there, 20 million naira. Why? Because he has attention, people are following him. So you must know how to drop valuable content. That is the easiest way to blow up. Think of what will people be searching for and create content around there. That's why there's what Creators Insight. Know how to use Creators Insight on TikTok. So that's that organic content you can easily block. You just need to make good videos. And that is how you, there are people that have reached out to me from a video. I saw this your video about this property. I want to buy. I want to know more about it. That is content. Now the next way you can generate lead is what? Paid advertisement or paid ads. Now, paid ads, all of this is on TikTok, Instagram, all of this. These are free. I just post, do video, post it, simple. But now, all these are people. Let's say I want to target who I want to sell to. I want to sell to the age range of 15 to 30 people. With ads now, I can target this free content I've created to this particular type of people or people that use a certain type of device. For example, I want only iPhone users or Benz users to see my content. I can target them down to their location, down to the type of food that they like on paid ads. But remember, whoever is chasing your paid ads, there's high chances that they'll go to your page to see the other contents that you produce so that they know you're a real person, not a scammer. That is how you can easily leverage this. Very important. Now, the next part is what? Google My Business. Now, when they search your name, when they search Sir Joseph Emmanuel on Google, the first person that pops up is me. Now, the advantage of all of that is SEOs. The moment they search for keywords, like for example, you search real estate or lands and houses in Abuja, you see my name pop up on Instagram. Why? Because of the keywords I've used. It helps with search engine optimization. That way, when they search me, they can easily find me. Paul was talking about how he got a gig in Lagos. They called him to come and train their staffs. How he was asking them how. See, they just searched his name and then he saw different portfolios. This is why I see people go as far as registering on newspapers and all of those. All of those will help you with ranking well on Google. When they search your name, other articles, blogs, or whatever your name have been registered, it will pop up easily. That way, the user will know that okay, this person is a scam. Is a credible brand. Do you understand? That is part of personal branding. And then SEOs will help you to get leads that you particularly even interested or invest in that particular place. You just even pop up and say, I found you online because of SEOs. So that's that about that. Now, the fifth part, so called activating your contact list. Now, this is very activating your contact list. This is very important because why? Your contact list should be the first people to know that you are actually in a new business now. I was telling my staff, they've known you before in a previous industry. For example, let's say you are known for selling shoes and bags. But now you decided after listening to Joseph Emmanuel, you want to take your real estate journey very serious. The first thing you should do, start with a story. Put the camera in front of you the way I'm doing now. Tell them something interesting. Hi, my name is Joseph Emmanuel. And then recently, I started paying attention to the world of real estate, and then I've been learning a whole lot. I mean, this industry is mind blowing. I've seen how people move from 8 million to 200 million. People have made a shit ton of money without lifting a finger. Now, in the next 30 days, I'm going to be sharing everything that I'm learning in this particular platform. Just know this is me, my account will not scam, and then I'm going to keep you guys posted so that you know that okay, there's also something for you. Cheers. As simple as that. You already told them one thing, that one, you are going to be sharing your journey. Two, when opportunities come for them to invest, you are also going to put it on. So that way they'll be part of your progress. They'll be the one supporting you, they'll be your personal fan, and then they will know how you started. It's not like you just popped up out of the blue. Very, very important. So activate your contact list. Another way you can do is reach out to, let's say you have 100 people on your WhatsApp contact. This is 100 people. Divide that 100 into two. One, the people that can afford what you are selling, and the people that you know they can't afford but they can recommend you to people. Now, this one that can afford them, list them out. The one that cannot afford but can recommend you, list them out. You get? And then message these people with your offer. This ones, call them and say, okay, this is what I have to offer. Do you get? So that is how. The important part about this is that that person that you are on, that you are what do you call it, that you forgot, let's say your secondary school friend or something. You don't know the type of deals that person has done from then graduation to now. That person might have learned a tech skill that's paying him in dollars, or he's working in a multi-millionaire parastatal, or he's always a big person. When you pitch into that offer, based on friendship, he might eventually buy from you. And then the good part about life, there's a law called the law of 250. It means one person knows at least 250 people in his life. It means even if I don't buy, I can recommend you to people that can eventually buy from you. But first, they need to see what you are selling. So everybody should know, especially your family and friends, they are the first line of action. Now, another way is what? Referrals. The moment somebody buy from you, it means they can buy more. Always prioritize relationship over quick commissions. The moment a client is satisfied, he becomes a personal evangelist and tell his friends also come and buy from you. It's as simple as that. The seventh way, this is a bonus, is partnership. Partner with people in similar industry as yours. For example, you're into real estate, do an Instagram live with somebody into interiors. Why? You are leveraging their contact list. Now somebody that wants to buy a house might be on that webinar and then might message you if you share value on the webinar. So they call it cross pollination. Many people across different industry. For example, you're into forex now, you can do a collab with somebody into crypto. Maybe the person on that webinar might have excess money and then he wants to invest in other portfolios. He can always message you. So that's just that. So that is that about lead generation. That is that. There's a whole lot, but then because of time, we're going to wrap it up here. But lastly, let me leave it like this. There's so much money to be made. There's so much money to be made. You have to think of abundance. I tell people the population of Nigeria now is 200 million. So let's say you sell to 10% of people, that's what, 20 million people. And these 20 million people give you one naira, that's 20 million naira. So your work is not even to find 10%. Find 10% of the 10%, and you are making enough money to sustain you for life. I'll close with this example. There's a lady in when I went for the last conference in Eco Hotel in Lagos. Bayo Lion, as the CEO of Wakana, was giving an example of how he wanted to buy a property in Victoria Island. He priced that property for 4 billion naira. And then he was like, it's too overpriced. Let me just go and chill for the weekend. The following week, he called the lady, and then the lady told him that, sorry, the price for 2 billion. He called her the following weekend. She said the property is not available. And then the value of that property is now 4 billion naira. But guess the interesting part? It was sold out. 1 million naira, well, 2 billion, from 2 billion to 4 billion in the space of 1 week. And the best part, the company gave her, I think, 3 or 5% commission. The person that bought the property gave that lady 10% commission. That's 400 million naira. And then she said she's not selling again for the year. Imagine making 4 million naira in profit. It is crazy without doing anything, just selling right. 4 million naira in profit. She said she has wrapped up for the year. She's not selling again. Of course, why will I sell again? Do you get? So that is how powerful real estate is. Real estate can move you from broke to millionaire to billionaire if you know what you are doing. You must be intentional if you want to be successful in this industry. It's just the truth about it. No work, no results. No input, no output. You continue to see people making millions if you don't take your blessed journey very serious. I hope this helps.